Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly call. We're so excited to be live with you here on Zoom, YouTube. Weekly webinar is actually happening on the back office. But I know there's some links going all over the place, and sometimes people find these links. So I just wanted to welcome everybody that's on this call. It's awesome. It's Monday, and we're a couple of minutes past the hour, but it's 10 o'clock here in Orlando, Florida, and I wanted just to say how excited I am for this call. So this weekly call, or these weekly calls, are basically designed, let me just change, there you go. These weekly calls are basically designed for people who are brand new to the Builderall community, somebody that's just getting started with the leveraged affiliate program that we have going on, and we want to make sure that you start on the right foot. Okay, so these are the meetings that we have leaders. As you can see, we've got Shelly on the call, we've got Bonnie, Mike, Peter, and who else we've got? Some other people are just hopping on, and I just want to welcome everybody that's on this call with us, as well as those of you who are watching us. We've got a lot of things to cover, but it's going to be a quick fire meeting because we want to make sure that one, we value your time. Let me just make sure that all these little apps stop popping up, and I might start hearing the cha-ching, 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 cha-ching noise. And with understanding that you've got a lot of things to do. Second of all, we want to make sure that you get started on the right foot, okay? And you hear from other leaders, people that are actually making it happen in this community, okay? So I've got some weird stuff going on. Connect requests from, I don't know, somebody's trying to connect to my Bluetooth device. Weird. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. So first of all, again, welcome. We've got a lot of things that I'm going to show you in the back office, but obviously when you first log in, if you're a brand new leverage affiliate member, it can be overwhelming. Why? Because not only you have a huge, massive platform that appeals to all sorts of business owners, people that want to build a website, just a simple website, or people that are affiliate marketers and have business opportunities or sell some sort of digital product, or even what you call just physical products, right? So they have those sales funnels and that they use to create a flow, pages after page after page, to acquire leads, sell them their products and coaching services and so forth. So with all of that, you have websites, you have pages, you have membership sites, you have an email marketing platform, you have videos, all these different awesome tools, the chatbot, right, that we have just released not too long ago, and so many other tools and so many other apps that you can be completely overwhelmed with being able to implement all these tools, right? So that I'm talking at a user level. I'm not talking at about like a business or leveraged affiliate member that's wanting to come in and just promote the platform, make an extra income using the Builderall affiliate program to leverage their efforts. So imagine that you have all the platform that you can, take, a month or two just watching all the amazing videos that Shelly has been recording for us, but you also have the affiliate program. And that's what I want to focus on. So these weekly meetings are for people that are wanting to use the Builderall platform and the leveraged affiliate program to make some extra money, right? So you guys are probably doing business with your coaching services, or you've got your, some of the members here as we logged on, we're just talking about how they have physical products and they're selling online. You've got courses, you've got, lead magnets, and so many different areas that you're working on. But we want to focus on, how you can leverage this program to build a sustainable business where you have people using the platform, because we all know that if you're going to do business online, you need all these tools, right? So why not use Builderall platform, and why not make some money while doing it, right? We've got other people. It's, man, the room is getting bigger and bigger. We've got, check this out. We've got the Strategista Digitales. Ruben, what's going on, man? Where are you? I just wanted to give you a shout out because I know you're traveling, and I'm used, look at him suffering in the jungles of Colombia. Colombia? You're in Colombia, awesome. Yeah, I miss you. I miss seeing you in the office and in our meetings.
Armenia, Colombia. It's 2 weeks. I'll be there. 2 weeks.
Awesome. I got James. James joined us too. What's up, James? And we have other people here. Linda.
Hey, how's it going?
Agbonai. I butchered his name. Sorry. There you go.
Not any problem, Alex.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, great. You were not at the office when I came in on Friday, but that's totally fine.
Oh, you came over. Are you from Orlando?
No, I was in Orlando and I stopped by to say hi, but you weren't there.
Oh man, that's
so I hung out with Eric, and it was, it was a nice night.
Eric's okay. Eric is okay.
All right.
No, that's awesome. Well, maybe next time, man.
Sure.
Well, welcome to the call. So let's go ahead and get started. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the platform. I want to make sure that you don't get completely lost with all the different tools we have and things that you need to digest. And then, towards the end, I'll look at yours here that would like to give some tips on how to promote it. Okay, so first things first, let me share my screen. And there you go, we're live. Okay, so obviously, these top left tabs right here is going to be for users, most of them, so the builders, design, videos, apps, and so forth. What we're going to be focusing on is the Builderall business, which is these tabs right here. Okay, and obviously you can see there's a ton of them. Let me shorten that. What I wanted to, before we hop on there, I want to just tell everybody here, there is the mega bonus Alex Payne, that if you don't have that and you are a Builderall user, reached out to me or just to the person that introduced you to the Builderall business, and let's make sure that you have this. It's a course that I put together that explains how to promote affiliate offers. It's called the Smart Sell System, and it basically gets it's a pretty straightforward, but also has a lot of content for you to really understand how to promote just basically any sort of product. Okay, so that gives you a good foundation, and obviously we're using the Builderall platform along the way, so you can easily implement that for just about any niche that you decide to hop in. Okay, so just want to make sure that we want to make that available to you. I know this is a mega bonus for people who activate or buy the platform within 24 hours of one of the funnels that we have, but want to make that available. So, okay, so I'm not going to go over every single one of these tabs, but I want to go over the ones that are most importantly. Obviously, you can go in here and check out your dashboard. That's going to give you a complete view of your dashboard, your earnings, the leads, who are active, who are not. And then the second one is the quick start. Okay, so the quick start, it's vital. Okay, you have to watch these videos because this is going to teach you. First off, it's going to give you a good overview of the platform, the vision, the affiliate program that we have. You're going to hear from Eric Salgado. It's very important. Then secondly, you're going to connect the domain, and then you'll be on your way to be able to promote things. Watch all these videos, and these meetings that we have on Mondays are to really emphasize some of this things that can be basically overseen or just skipped over because people are so busy and they are so anxious to get going. And although it is very, very easy to promote Builderall, it can be challenging when you skip a few steps, right? So if you want to put the cart in front of the mule, you're not going to end up where you want to go. So that's what I just want to make sure that you guys watch all these videos. Okay, so on the quick start, that's going to teach you that. About Builderall, there's a ton of videos here that you can watch with several questions that people raise, what's Builderall, what's the affiliate program like, yada, yada, and the history and everything else. So the other thing that I wanted to focus on is basically these 3 tabs right here. Why? Because once you have everything connected, right? So you've got your link, your affiliate link to promote things. Then the next challenge is to be able to promote it. Who do I promote it to? How do I promote it to? Maybe you're someone that's inexperienced. Maybe you've never worked as an affiliate. Maybe this whole world is very new to you and you don't know, you don't have an audience, you don't know how to position yourself. So that's what that's the reason why we made these tabs available. Obviously the first one here, let me click here, the 30 days business builder, to basically do the work for you, right? So, you may have an excuse like, well, I don't have the content for, or I don't know how to promote, or I don't know, what to post on my social media. Well, that excuse is now gone. So we've got like 30 days of content, basically posts that you can post to your social media channels and be able to talk to people about Builderall and the Builderall platform. So we're not only giving you an amazing platform with all the different types of tools that you need, or anyone needs to do business online, we're also giving you the ability to promote it without much effort. And when I mean much effort is, you have to copy and paste it, and sometimes you have to adjust the language to fit with the audience that you're targeting or the friends that you have, and if you have a fan page with followers, maybe you just need to adapt a little bit. But basically, copy and paste, download the image, and you should be good to go. Okay, that's the 30-day business builder. Then we have the daily tasks 365, which is an area that's always always progressing. It's always evolving because we're going to have different types of materials for you to promote. So you've got email swipes, you have motivational quotes, you have video promotions, and we're going to redo some of these areas and actually continue to add more content to make things even easier for you guys to promote. Okay, so that's that. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time in going over each one of this, but I want to make sure that you guys know it's here and how to use it. So download, copy, paste, easy. If you have any questions, go back to the quick start videos and then watch the videos. It's going to explain on some of these things. Okay, so the next one is money making funnels. So if you click here is where you're going to find your links, the affiliate links for you to promote. Okay, so here under this tab you have several ones. All right, so we've got a number of different ones that we are promoting. So we have the homepage, excuse me, you have the niche funnel here. Well, no, sorry. Yeah, we have the viral funnel, and then you have another version of the viral funnel. You have all these different funnels that you can promote. For instance, the mailing boss funnel that we have. What I would recommend you to do is just copy that and then paste it somewhere so you can study each of these funnels and see what they look like and see if that's the one that you want to promote. Okay, so you're going to have this one, unlimited email marketing forever. But let me go back to the top here 1 second. Let's see here, for the business owners, this one. And you can see that I have a domain connected here already in this account called theviralfunnel.com. And let me just post this here. So if you post it somewhere on a different tab, then you get to see what the page looks like. And then you can also come back here and the link to the thank you page. Oh, yeah, that would be the thank you page, sorry. Some of these funnels have a different thank you page because they actually have a thank you page before they send you to the office. So that's what I'm saying is that you have to connect or copy the link, paste it somewhere just so you can see what it looks like. And then, you also have the ability to configure the pages here. So, okay, so these are the funnels. And then we also have, let me see, the niche funnels right here. These are local niche funnels for local businesses. We have some other ones that are ready, and we're going to be continually adding them on a weekly basis for each. We've got a list of 20, but there's going to be like 50 of them, but we're going to be adding more and more. So you can come in here and see what they look like. And they follow some sort of template in terms of the design, but the video is completely customized for the people, for the particular niche. So if you watch the video here, it's going to talk about dental office, right? So if you watch the one for the gym, it's going to talk about the gym owners and so forth. And at the same time, we're also running internal tests or campaigns or ads, Facebook ads, to these pages to sell these funnels as well. And check this out. As a leverage affiliate owner or member, you're going to get a chance to see and review some of the campaigns we have when we have them available. So soon, so we're going to reveal them to you. But for now, just know that we're working on this, okay? So you have other options here, redirect link. I'm not going to go over that, but here's how you would shorten the URL. So you make it nice and neat like that, and you can track that as if you would like. And if you can disconnect DNS program and so on. So I don't want to spend too much time on here. What I want to focus on in particular, let me stop sharing the screen, is talk to you about some strategies for you to promote it. Okay, so it's because we are in different phases of Builderall, and I know some of you guys, you know, the leaders here have been with us from day one. Some of you guys are ambassadors, some of you guys are founders. You've been through the affiliate program or the changes that we've had, you know, the few changes that we had since the beginning, okay? And I wanted to share something with you, okay? Because there's always, it's some fundamental things that we have in place in marketing. You have three sources of traffic, because obviously you can have an amazing opportunity. You can have an amazing office chair, you know, let me just show you. So you have an amazing office chair, or you have an amazing table or something like that, or I don't know, or a TV behind me, right? So you have these amazing things that people want to buy from you, but you don't know how to promote it. And it's your job to be able to promote it. If you don't have results right now, it's because somehow, somewhere, some way, you're linking a product to a buyer or a potential buyer, so to speak, that doesn't fit the criteria, or it doesn't fit, it's not interested in the service, the product that you're selling, okay? So from this point of view, I wanna talk about the three sorts of traffic that you have, okay? And it's key, you have to understand this, because if you don't understand this, you're gonna get frustrated, and you're gonna frustrate people, okay? That's the way it is. Let me just put it right here on the screen on me right now. So you have to understand this, that you need to understand that these three traffic sources or traffic that you have. You have your cold traffic. What's the cold traffic? I think I wrote it down here. Let's see. So let me put this here. So you have this is your cold traffic. And I'm getting somewhere with this, guys. So here you have your cold traffic. This is everybody on planet Earth, and well, most everybody. Why is it cold? Because they don't know that you exist. They don't know that the product or the solution that you offer exists. So it's like somebody having some sort of health issue, and you have the cure for that health issue, and they're suffering because of that, but they don't know that you have the medicine to cure their problem. So it's cold, they don't know, okay? So you have, which is most of people in the world right now. Then you have your warm traffic, okay? The warm traffic are people who have heard about it. They've probably, you know, in using the Builderall example, they've probably heard somebody talk about the affiliate program, or heard about the platform, had some sort of interaction, maybe opened a free account and then dropped out of the account and just didn't do anything with it because they were so busy. But maybe they didn't like it or understand how to work with the platform, or didn't have time to watch all the videos and really dedicate some time to learn how to do things, and they basically dropped out. So they are warm, meaning that somehow they have been in contact with Builderall, okay? And then you have right in here, you're hot. You see what I'm saying? It's like a very tiny little portion. And these people are basically the people that you guys, you bought in, you're like, wow, this is amazing. I'm a user, I am a leveraged affiliate member, and I advocate for the platform. I want to tell the world that this is an awesome solution. So you are the hot market, okay? So what am I, where do I want to get with this? Okay, first off, let me tell you this. If you, as a new affiliate, you come in and you start promoting Builderall as a business opportunity to people that already heard about Builderall, and you just say, oh, Builderall is amazing, Builderall is this, that, and the other, and you just basically tell them all the features that you can find in the platform, most likely people are going to say no to your offer, okay? And because they know what Builderall is, they're familiar with Builderall. That's your warm market. If you go to the cold market, which is ideally where you want to go when you want to scale, it's going to be expensive, and not only expensive because not everybody's going to be your client. Not everybody is in a position to pull the trigger and purchase the platform, or know how to use, or even understand how why they need the platform. But also because we all have unique needs and wants, right? So we are at different stages in our business life, right? Some of you guys are building membership areas, and you've got your courses that you're launching, and we have people in Brazil that are doing amazing launches, or even Ruben here in Colombia doing conferences and speaking to thousands of people. He has some different needs, and he's at a different stage in his business than someone just starting wanting to create just a simple sales funnel to sell or promote a service, right? So the key here, and I want to make sure that we focus on that, because not only we have a huge opportunity for leveraged affiliates to capitalize and convert people way better, but if you do it right, it can be very, very lucrative for you. So yeah, you can present it to the cold market, right? But the cold market is going to be huge. The cold market is going to be your neighbor that's maybe he does something completely different, that is not very tech savvy, and you need to explain to them what a website is, what a blog is, all these different tools, what a funnel is, because he's very beginner. But you can go after the warm market, okay? And here's what I have to tell you. Here's the big opportunity. We've had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people visiting the Builderall platform, and on social media, on Facebook, YouTube, and all sorts of places. So we have, like, let's say initially, when you have a new product and you want to promote it to the marketplace, you go after your cold market. And again, it's very hard because you have to prove that you have a good quality product that is going to meet the needs of the user, and it's going to be they're going to be able to benefit. But by the time you explain to them what it is, then it's a long time. But you guys have a unique opportunity, because you're coming in right at the time where Builderall is not so new in terms of like, oh, what is it? People don't know what it is, but it's not completely foreigner to people, because now there's thousands of people who have visited the Builderall website. Okay, affiliates have promoted, they have sent traffic, and so on. And what I have to say to you guys, and the tip that I want to leave you in this meeting this week, is this: that you can easily go and create campaigns on Facebook, talking about Builderall. But here is the caveat. Here's the thing that you have to do uniquely, okay? You can't just say, oh, buy Builderall. Builderall is awesome. Builderall is this, that, and the other. Look at my t-shirt. I have a hat. By the way, you can't do that, because, people don't want to do that. you got to understand this. People don't buy into that. People are always looking for, how can I take advantage of something for myself? You know, they're always looking out for themselves. You know, if they see somebody selling something, they're like, oh, this guy's selling me something, I don't want to buy it. Even if they need what the person is selling, even if they are in the market to buy what the person is selling, because you are selling, they don't want to buy. And I want you guys to think of it, think back when, you know, like for instance, I mean, anybody that's doing some sort of, if you worked with realtors and you were shopping for a house, for instance, if somebody was trying to convince you that they were the right fit to find you a house, you know, you're like, I don't know, man, this guy's just trying too hard. He's talking about how he's good, how he's going to do this. I don't know. You know, you just automatically get shut off. Why? Because, you know, he's selling you too much on his services. What you need to do is to attract people. Okay. So yes, you're selling people on your idea, but in a way, you know, in a subtle way that it makes them want to buy from you because you're attractive. And I'll give you an example. Somebody that you don't know may be selling Builderall, right? And you say, no, Builderall is crap, I don't want it, whatever, you know, or I don't know what this platform is all about. But then, let me use an example. A lot of you guys probably already know who he is, but Grant Cardone, for instance, the guy is all over the freaking place. He's on YouTube, or Ty Lopez, you know, he's all over YouTube. He's all over the internet. I guarantee you, if the guy says, dude, you guys should buy Builderall, you know, he's not going to say, he come out and say just that. He's going to first off explain how he uses it in his business, and he's like, oh, by the way, I use Builderall to promote this because it's easy, blah blah blah. If you want to get an account, just go ahead and sign up for free. Nonchalant, like, hey, just get Builderall. And then automatically people are like, they buy. Why? Because a guy like that has, one, first, authority. He's got an audience. He's huge. He's all over the place. So people are familiar with who he is. And you guys probably don't have it. You don't have it that, you know, a big audience that's Grant Cardone or Ty Lopez, and you're not all over the place. People don't know your name that much. But the point is this, that they have to start somewhere. And how you start is where I want to give you guys some tips, okay? How you start is this, by explaining to people how what you're using can benefit them, okay? Explaining to people how what you're using can benefit them. And it's not like, hey guys, let me show you this, Builderall. No, it's showing the result that people want to get. So I want you to rewind a little bit, and I know I'm taking a little bit of time and we're already past our 30 minutes, but I think it's beneficial, especially for the beginners, people that are just starting out. And if you think that I should stop, just raise your hand and say, hey, Alex, stop with the meeting. I don't want to hear what you have to say, and I'll stop. Leaders, go ahead and interrupt me if I'm saying something that's out of line, or if it's not interesting. All right, so it sounds good. So let's carry on. Okay, so the idea is here. I want you to, anytime you're going to promote Builderall, although we've given you all these different tools, all the different funnels, we made your life way easier and simpler. Okay, I want you to rewind a little bit and think not in terms of you wanting them to buy from you so you can get a commission and create a sustainable business and recurring income and all of that, because at the end of the day, that's what you're thinking. I want to make lots and lots and lots of money, right? Well, guess what? You know, people need what you have, but the way you're presenting to them, it just says, buy from me because I want to make money off of you. Okay, and that's not cool. All right, and people smell that, they sense that, and they'll say no to that. And people are way more advanced in this day and age to smell that from miles away. All right, so my recommendation is this: rewind a little bit, you know, take a step back and look at a few different niches. And I can't say, oh, this niche is the hottest one. Go after this one. Why? Because there's opportunities all over the internet. And you guys know this because you've been working on a few of them. If you are in the affiliate marketing world, Just in that alone, you can go to, let's say, ClickBank and look at all the offers they have there. You can go to Offer Vault and see all the CPA offers they have there. You can go to different platforms, affiliate platforms that have either a digital product or a physical product or paper lead products, and you see there's a ton of that, like in all sorts of different markets. But what you need to do is like, okay, if I don't have, I'm speaking to somebody that's brand new, that don't have a YouTube channel, don't have a following on Facebook with a fan page, don't have an email list, it's just starting out. And it's going to help those of you who are actually getting some traction. But here's the idea, is to first off, educate people, because people buy based on education. That's why when you go to Amazon and you go to buy a product, you first off are attracted to, let's say, I was looking at some different watch bands the other day, and I looked at some that were leather, some of them that were just, I guess, plastic or rubber, all sorts of stainless steel, all sorts of different materials. But the products that really got my attention the most were the ones that had a video explaining or showing me the product, showing me how they were using it, mostly lifestyle. So people were just jogging, running, sweating, and then wearing a rubber band for their Apple Watch. And then, I checked the leather one, and it was a different video showing the guy, in an office space, making a phone call, different life. You see what I'm saying? I was shopping for a coffee maker, the same thing. I looked at some of the products, didn't have a video. I just jumped and found the ones like, oh, I want to see how it works. Then I went to YouTube and I checked on how it works. So my tip for you is this: you don't have to be that innovative or that creative, okay? You have to pick a market. For instance, if you are in the affiliate marketing world, you can go into, let's say ClickBank, and you can just go through all the offers they have listed in different categories, maybe, lose weight or whatever it is, pay per lead. And then you find out their pain points. What are they suffering with? For instance, in our world, if you're in the affiliate marketing, if you're an affiliate marketer, what you need the most, what you want the most, it's leads, right? You want leads. You want leads because if you know that if you build an email list, you can sell things to them over and over again, later. That's related to the affiliate marketing world. So what I would say is just find ways to, here's what I would do. I would go on YouTube and research how to generate leads for XYZ market, or how, the easiest way, traffic, whatever, funnel, opt-in page, and you can do like based on leads, and just type in leads, and go on YouTube and search those terms. And you see there's thousands of videos explaining on how people do certain things. Guess what? They are creating content to educate people and attract people, right? It's one of the triggers, because you are giving something to people that people in turn will feel kind of like they owe you something. Man, this guy is educating me on, how to create an opt-in page, how to, generate 200 leads without spending any money. And I'll tell you, if you put in like how to generate leads without spending any money on YouTube, you'll find a ton of videos, people saying, oh, this is what I do to create a fan page on Facebook. Here's what I do to generate leads on YouTube. Here's what I do on Instagram and Pinterest and all these different platforms, or even solo ad, whatever it is. So that's what I would do. Find the content, watch a video, and the next step can be this: you produce those videos, a quick video. It doesn't have to be that long, and you can say, listen, hi, my name is Alex Payne, I'm and then you quote, you basically follow the same structure of the video that somebody's creating, and you position yourself as the leader, as the authority. And then you might be telling yourself or thinking about this, like, Alex, you're asking me too much. It's just too much for me to do. Listen, I'm telling you what you need, not what you want to do, right? You can go to the doctor and say, hey, doctor, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And I feel like my heart is aching and I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. And the doctor's going to say this, you got to change your diet. You got to eat salad. You got to work out. You got to do this. It's like, dude, that's too hard. I'm scared. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't like salads and yada, yada. And that, yeah, it's like, okay, well, you don't want, I can tell you, oh, just take this pill and be done. Don't do anything. Take this pill and you're going to be cured. You're going to be well. Well, that's a lie, because you're going to have a heart attack. You either want to be a successful entrepreneur, you either want to make money and build a sustainable business, or you don't. There's a reason why a few people make a ton of money and a lot of them don't, right? So this is the shortest way for you to build authority, to attract people to yourself and position yourself as an authority and as a leader, okay? And when I say authority and leader, don't think in terms of Grant Cardone. Don't think in terms of Ty Lopez or, Donald Trump or anybody that's like on TV and all over the freaking place and that are multi-millionaires. Think about like you and 200 people, you and maybe 100 people. Your little world, you become that authority for your small world. You become that, it's funny because I just got back from a trip to Brazil, right? Spent a month with doing some business there, and I was there with my family. The funny thing is, I'm a celebrity when I come visit my family, right? I'm everybody wants to come over, everybody wants to talk to me and hear stories and stuff like that. I feel like, wow, that's cool. I'm a celebrity. It's like 10, 20, 25 people. When I got back into the States, like, oh, it's just Alex. You know what I'm saying? It's like the familiarity. But the thing is, you don't need 1,000 people. You don't need a ton of people. You just need those people who connect with you. Your way of teaching. I mean, for instance, Shelly, she will connect to people better than I would ever dream of connecting to people, because people are attracted to her personality, the way she speaks, the way she teaches. Bonnie the same way, Mike the same way. Everybody here that's on this call, people are attracted and connect with people for multiple reasons. The way you speak. Some people don't like my spike up hair. They don't like that I speak with an accent. Exactly. So, it is what it is. It's who I am. Okay, so I'm giving you tips for you guys to position yourselves on social media and start building your personal brand and business as an authority. Okay, and if you don't want to put your face, there's other ways to do this. Okay, so let's say you're creating a site, maybe you have more money or disposable income, and you can just say, listen, I'll pay somebody to actually create a video and teach this and that I can use on my site. You can go to Fiverr and you can say, listen, I want you to record a video teaching people how to do XYZ. I want you to create a video, because depending on what niche you're in, you might not be able to demonstrate on camera, and you might not be the right fit to demonstrate. I'm just giving you ideas, okay? This is basically the process that I would use to build a business, to build an email list, or to create a following and then later sell to people, is by educating. So you got to educate them in something. So for instance, for a real estate agent that's looking to get more clients so he can sell houses to them, just by saying, look at me, how great I am. Look at me, I do this transaction and that transaction. Look at me, I live in this mansion and I have this big car. It doesn't say anything to me. But now, if, for instance, you watch a video of a realtor, and he's explaining to you how he would select a house, what to look for when purchasing a home or being on the market. What are your options in terms of making the best investment? What's the process? What are the stages? What to look for a house? Should you buy a house that's already remodeled? Should you buy it now because the market is up or down? When is the best time to purchase one? And so those are the things that if you start looking or watching videos from a realtor that's speaking in those terms and giving a lot of content that way, you're like, man, I like this guy. And then obviously he's saying, listen, by the way, if you want a free consultation, sign up here. Here's my opt-in, and then people go on. For Builderall, here's what you need to do. People are familiar with Builderall. There's a warm audience out there screaming for you to say, you know, convince me. You know, I've visited the site once, twice. And it's funny because I say this and I remember people that I've reached out to, like way at the beginning when we were about to launch here in the US. These are some of the leaders. And I reached out to them because they had a massive list or they had, you know, potential to come and promote. But everybody's busy, right? So I didn't spend much time. I sent the link. It's like, listen, we're about to do this launch, you know, check this out and get back to me. And some of them I didn't do follow up. But then later, months later, they came back to me and said, Alex, why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you tell me? Why, you know, like I heard from so-and-so and I know you sent me the link, but I didn't have time then. And now like this guy is using and he's selling this is amazing, but it's been like months that, you know, I could have been in and promoting this. And I said, well, sorry, man, it just didn't work out that way. So that's what I'm saying, guys, is that if you go to present Builderall the same way as everybody, or if you go to present Builderall as just the means to an end, like, okay, Builderall is it, buy my link, people are not going to buy it. But now if you just say, listen, here, what's the fastest way? Everybody needs a list, for instance, in the affiliate marketing world. Everybody needs a list, an email list. And for you to do that, you need to create some sort of offer. You have to have a lead magnet and you have to have, you know, these systems and all. And I'll show you, you know, 3-4 top ways for you to create your lead magnet. And my personal preference that it is to build an opt-in system or the lead capture machine. And then you teach them, say, listen, you know, I'm going to start with my option number 3, which is WordPress. Okay, you have to get a domain, you have to install WordPress, you have to create, you have to host it somewhere, you have to do this, that, and the other. This, yeah, you can feasible do this. It's easy. I mean, you can easily do this. Just watch a few videos. I'm not going to go into very details on how to create this, but this is how it's done. You can watch a YouTube, yada, yada. This is going to be expense. But then you're going to have to add this to that to this to that to this to. It's an option. You can build it. Then the second option is this. Well, you can do, it has this, that, and the other, but the price point is really high and it's going to take you a lot longer to create. And then my first and actually what I would do to create the opt-in system and be able to build a list so I can sell to them over and over again, I create mine on Builderall. Here's how easy it is. I go there and there is the lead capture already connected. All I have to do is just purchase a domain, put in there. You see like 5 minutes, you're up in business. And now you can just start going into basically any niche and start generating leads for your business opportunity, for your affiliate marketing, or for your local business. Just right there, you gave people, you educated them. And you didn't say, just buy my product because I'm the best and I want to make money off of you. You said, listen, regardless, I want to give you, you know, in goodwill, some information for you to make a smart decision. It's like you going to buy a car and the guy starts telling you all oh, you should buy this Mercedes. You should buy Mercedes because the Mercedes, like, dude, I don't want Mercedes. I don't like Mercedes. I want a BMW, right? But now if I want to sell him a BMW and I show them all the different types of cars, and then towards the BMW, I'm like, okay, here's why this is my pick. You saw the other ones, this is why. And then leave it up to them to decide. That's when it makes sense. Okay. So guys, I know it took a long time and I'm rambling here, but I just hope you guys got some value. Again, we've got a lot of it already done for you in the back office. My first advice is for you to get familiar with the back office, watch all the videos, go through the trainings, and then see if you can implement this strategy. Okay. If you missed out or don't understand what I just mentioned, just catch the replay, watch it again later. I'm pretty sure this is going to help you, because it's the same as a beginner. This is the same strategy that I use with somebody that's just starting out, or education explanation, to somebody that's selling millions of dollars that I work with. It's basically the same. It's marketing, it's fundamental, and if you don't have those elements implemented in your business, you just won't be able to scale it, or you're not going to have that much success. Okay. Or you can try say, listen, buy Builderall. Builderall is awesome. Buy. See what happens. You might sell one or two, but we'll see. All right. So before we go, I just want to open up to some of our awesome leaders to either hop in and say some things. Shelly's waving, so you might want to say something. Go ahead and say something.
I always want to say something, but I love what you said about getting out there, branding. Don't try to sell. Make yourself valuable, make yourself the expert, and people will look to you as a leader and they will join you. But along with that, here's the thing that I see that kind of stops everybody. And I say this a bunch in my team. Anybody can have a great idea on how to do something, right? Everybody has ideas. And I actually have several different certifications in computers. And when people find that out, they're just like, oh my gosh, I have this weird sound with my computer. Do you know what it is? Right? They always have a question. And then when I tell them that I build mobile apps, they've always got great ideas for mobile apps. They're like, oh my gosh, I have the best idea for a mobile app. But my idea is so valuable that can you make it for free? Because I'm giving you so much value. The idea is not where the value is. It's when you take action. That's where the value is. So when you start to brand yourself and when you start to think about how you're going to do this thing called Builderall, the most important step is to just take action. Don't think about it so long. Don't think about it. And like, I'm going to brand myself as the most important person in the world and everybody will join me. No, just think about how you want to present yourself as the expert, as the authentic person, and then get out there and do it. Don't think about it too long, because once you start doing it, you'll see where you make some mistakes and you can take 3 steps forward and then go 2 steps back, adjust, and then go forward again, and then adjust and go forward again. Nobody comes out of the box perfectly ready to market anything. You got to figure out what works for you. And to do that, you don't think about it all day. You think about it a little bit, but you take action. So to me, that's the key in everything you've said, is take everything you said and then put it into action. And that part is the exciting part. That's where the rubber meets the road. There's a lot of people that never get past that part. So if you take action, you're ahead of probably about 85% of the people that go into business. And to me, that's really an incredible number, because I see people that will sit and plan and plan and plan and plan and plan all day and never do anything. So plan a little bit and then do, and you'll be surprised what that can do for you. Take action. And it doesn't have to be perfect action. It can be imperfect action. It just has to be action. That's the big thing. That's all.
Phenomenal. That's awesome. No, that's great. That's a great tip. I think it's, it's like, but everybody struggles with this, right? Like, for instance, not only in the business world, but also in your personal life. Like you talk about how you're going to eat healthy or how you're going to get back to the gym, and you make all this plan and you watch all these videos. By the time, before you actually start doing things, you forget about it. So there's the action you got to take. Just you don't have to have everything perfect lined up. For instance, my son, actually, he's a very detailed oriented person, and he freaks out into he has to have everything lined up. So like he wants to build muscle, work out and stuff like that. And he started researching videos of what type of workouts, what types of food. And then he has the schoolwork, he's got soccer, he's got this, that, and the other. And then he was getting overwhelmed. He's like, Dad, I can't do everything. I can't cook all my meals. I can't go to the gym every time, all the times the program is telling me to go. I can't. I was like, dude, breathe. I said, like, listen, even if I want to follow a program to the T, I can't. It's hard because life gets in the way. So, or you start and know there at some point going to be things, you know, that you have to adjust, or you're going to be always trying to start and trying to fit everything perfectly with your schedule to be able to follow to the T. And that goes for creating videos. That goes for, you know, creating the content that you were talking about, or just action in general. Because, you know, you're like, oh, I know I need to create some videos, but I don't have the right camera. I don't have the right lighting. Oh, my background doesn't look good. Oh, the position, the, you know, the sound, the mic, this, that. And then you start giving all those excuses, when in reality, if you started just recording with what you got, which I know you guys have a webcam on your computer, on your laptop, right? Just start with what you got and then build from there. And it's cool because I'll tell you what, the audience that you're appealing to, or anybody, even for big corporations, I'll tell you, I work with multi-million-dollar businesses that, you know, it's crazy. It's funny because all these corporate people, they sit in rooms and they discuss about marketing strategies and stuff like that. When in reality, what works the best is the raw, you know, peel the curtain, let me see behind, let me see through you. Don't give me propaganda. That's what works the best. When you try to be all polished, all perfect and everything else, people don't buy into that. They know that we don't live in a perfect world. So my advice to you is, like, don't freak out on trying to get everything perfect, because first of all, people know you're not perfect and you're trying to tell them something you are not, right? And then you're frustrated because they're not buying into believing something you're not. You know what I'm saying? So take action. You know, if it's to create a video, you know, turn on the camera, just make a video. If it's to reach out to somebody, if it's to create a fan page, a YouTube channel, if it's send out an email, even though it might not be perfect or how you wanted it to be, take action, right? So
and don't worry about the what ifs. I love listening to my new people, because they'll worry a lot about the what ifs. Like, well, what if I do a video and I stumble over my words? And my response is, you will. Well, what if I talk to a new person and they ask me a question that I don't know? It will happen. You just got to do it anyway. So don't let the what ifs control this. Just move forward. And when you run into some of those things, you'll get through them. You'll figure out how to handle them. And then the next time it'll get a little easier and a little bit easier. So take action and don't worry about the what ifs.
Perfect.
You know, the other thing is what Shelley was saying about, you don't always have the answer. And those of us who have been around here for a long time, we don't always have the answer. But the answer is to the person who's asking you the questions. I'm not sure what is, but I will find it out. And you get back to them and you make sure that you're consistent with getting back to that person, and then it all works. And the other thing is make that to-do list, but choose the most important thing that you have to do and work on that first and complete it, take action on it, and then go to the next thing. Instead of doing what I do sometimes, which is just scattered and want to do everything at one time, and then nothing works. So take one thing and make that your project for today.
That's awesome, Bonnie. And let me ask you a question, because you said something very interesting. When do you stop doing what you just told them? I mean, is it something that you do on a daily basis? Because it's something that, just the tip that you told everybody, I feel like it's something every entrepreneur has to implement for the rest of their lives, isn't it?
I think what we have to do, and what I try to do, you know, and I shouldn't say can or will, because right now I'm still in that, let's do this, is make a list before you finish up with the day, and your day could end at 5, it could end at midnight sometimes, is make a little to-do list. And these are the things I want to complete tomorrow. And then figure out what, you know, itemize them. What's number one? What's the first thing, the second thing, the third thing? You know, maybe it's that you have to do your books that day, or maybe you have to put an ad out there, or maybe you just have to post in a Facebook group. But put one thing there, and some of those things can be small things. They don't have to be enormous projects. Or I want to finish this website, which is on my number one today, is to finish this blog I'm working on. And it's figuring out how to get these things done so that you can get on to the next thing instead of hanging on to everything.
Yeah, Alex, if I might come in here, and not to overflog a dead horse. I mean, think about everything you do every single day in your own personal life, be it raising kids. How many times have your kids come around to ask you a question that you don't even know the answer? I mean, I was talking with a friend the other day and we were laughing about it. Kids are given to us by God, but they don't come with a training manual, right? So you have to figure things out as you go. So it's the same thing happening with be it Builderall or any other thing that you want to promote. And then also think about some of the other professions you've been engaged in. So I'm looking back at my years as a college professor. How many times did I walk into the classroom? I thought I was prepared, and my students asked me questions that I couldn't answer. And my response would be, I'll check on that and I'll get back to you in the next class. I thought I had my base covered, but that's happening. So the same thing, get yourself, but you are constantly learning, okay? If you're not learning the platform, if you're promoting Builderall and you're not putting in the time to learn, that way, when you are making that video, you have value to give to people. But then when the questions begin to come, of course, that will present learning opportunities for you to keep on brushing up until you become the expert and the leader that you are meant to be.
And I love what you said in terms of when you're raising kids, it doesn't always come with a manual. How many of you know all those people who read every single book on how to raise your children and they don't take action and they don't do something? And
Exactly.
It's the same thing with Builderall. You can watch 1 million of Shelley's videos.
That's true.
I mean, 1 million of them. I don't know how she does them all. You could watch her videos, you can ask a question, and sometimes it's just playing with it. I had a list for someone that I needed to get done this week. And I sat there this weekend, and I got 9 out of the 10 answered before I needed to send that email this morning for that last one. And I was like, it was right there in front of you, and sometimes we just don't see it. So sometimes play with it, find another video, because there's so many out there. And granted, there are certain things, there are new things that are popping up on our back office, like auto post and e-commerce and things that the videos aren't there yet because they're so new, and there's bugs and things that they need to get rid of, but they're getting there. And so just play with it. And if you find something that you just can't find the answer to, let someone know about it.
Can I just say, if you don't mind, Alex? Hi, Shelley, and everyone else. Basically, I've been sort of having a little bit of resistance with myself, and it is really a mindset thing. And to put it out on the table, my son was made severely disabled 6 years ago, born healthy, left blind, deaf, with spastic cerebral palsy, just taste left. And it's made life hard, which is why I went to marketing as such. I used to work at the BBC in London, do websites, but went more into marketing rather than just websites and that. And I've gone ClickFunnels, Kartra, Kivio. I've done a lot, so I know them to a certain level. And for me, Builderall is absolutely amazing. Personally, I can see the real value in it. But I've been holding off because I provide a lot of content and products for the people that I'm connected with, rather than do the affiliate side of things. And I think that's kind of like subconsciously I've been holding back from doing the affiliate, because I think it almost cheapens my worth, if that makes sense. I'm just, some people say it's MLM. I know it's not, but I kind of think if I start just throwing it out there, and it probably ironically would suit me better doing affiliate in my situation, actually. And I've been part of Builderall for easily 9 months, and whether it was the 2-tier thing I signed up to, and then a week after Ambassador came out, I jumped on that. You know what I mean? And I literally, but I've just kind of like, and I'm learning the tools, and there are bits and gaps and bugs and so on, but you get that in everything. And if anyone says it's not out there, I've seen it in ClickFunnels, and you won't get replies back from support. So I don't care what anyone says. I've been there in all the systems, and they're there. For me, I'm still stuck, if I'm being honest with you, in going full out. In going full out. I don't know if I'm still working. It's a bit of internet connection issues there, and doing the affiliate side of things. But I think I'm going to start. What you guys said today was really, hit home. I think I'm just going to start doing it, and there's nothing stopping me still being a professional and providing, value to these people as well. And if people want to, join and try and learn it, then they can.
That's awesome, Mike.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say something in regards to that, because obviously you have people from all walks of life at different levels, and you have the small and you have the big industry leaders and businessmen. Uh, and I don't know like what all the things that you do, but I'll tell you one thing that is very, very efficient when promoting any sort of affiliate um, structured business, as well as be able to build something sustainable in a sense that you feel like, okay, well, I feel comfortable because I'm building it, I'm promoting as an affiliate, but it doesn't feel like it, and it's my business and I own it. It's where the money is at. I think Ruben is actually in Colombia speaking and teaching people how to do that. It's creating membership sites, to people, because I'll tell you what, we have the people that you're working with, no matter what industry you're in, you're always going to have people with, in all from all walks of life. Some people that are DIY, they want to do it themselves, and you got to train them how to do it. And then you have people that have a little bit of a disposable income, and they can afford to pay more. And you have people that don't want anything to do with it. They want to pay you. So you can sell as a consultant or done for you sort of service. With the membership site, you can divide those, right? So you can provide a lead magnet to bring people by training, using the same strategy that I mentioned at the beginning, is by educating people of the need or how to solve some sort of problem. You pull them into your world, and it can be like a free membership area. And in there, you just build your community, right? So you're telling them, you're training or giving tips and advice. And then the next step up is like, oh, you want to implement what I just did? I use Builderall XYZ. This is how it's done. And then you have other levels, to the point of like, if you do have clients and you're like, man, it's quite a bit of money that I receive from these people, and I want, well, guess what? They don't want, they might, if they're building a business, they might not have time to put in all the hours, or they are paying for your unique ability and your know-how to implement something, and you can have an area specifically to work with those people. Say, hey, I'm going to work, I'm going to do it for you. I'll have my team actually develop for you. Yeah, we're going to build with Builderall, but we have a unique template that we use and opt in that it's proven to convert, whatever it is that you do, and you can do it for them. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, and building a membership site, it's at the same time very solid, because you somewhat are appealing to everybody, but you're dividing them, giving them exactly what they're willing to commit at that level, at that point.
I think within my circle of people that I know in the industry, everyone seems to be brainwashed on a certain product and tools as well, and a lot of them are yet to really sort of like, and I'm talking quite. There's a few people I know that are quite influential actually within different industries, and they all seem to use one certain, the tool Confusionsoft, and another tool that I won't say the name, but basically for the funnels, and they're just brainwashed on that, all it is. And I think if Builderall just did the basics of that funnel builder, for instance, they would be smashing it, because there would be so many little things to iron out, because there's so much to Builderall, because it wants to provide so much value. And I'm not knocking it. I've used it before, and I've used other ones. And when Kartra came out, I tried that as well. Wasn't quite for me. But personally, Builderall, actually more importantly, the community I see here is really, it's a beautiful community, I think, and I see it growing from strength to strength. And I personally know I need to start taking a bit more action on this and stop feeling that there's a negative to actually being an affiliate. I do affiliates. I've done a bit, I've been part of ClickBank again for 6 months or 7 months, doing the other affiliate thing, not really pushing much into it. I'm a real estate investor as well. So my life's very, there's no time, literally no time whatsoever. But I think, I do think that ironically, this would work for me. I've also really, I mean, I'm signing up to this to be a certified partner as well. I also want to be, you know, actually fully confident before, you know, actually, you know, putting it out there. But there's constant changes. I feel I already know quite a lot anyhow. So, you know, I think I need to just stop, you know, skirting around the edges and just crack on and just do it.
You
Yep,
know,
just
Michael.
get out of your head, Michael. Just get out of your head and start doing.
You know, and I think also it is, and I've got some of the same stuff also. So my regular business is I'm an herbalist. And so sometimes I feel like there's a contradiction between my geeky side, which is Builderall, and what people know me as. And so, you know, do you go to those people who know you as an herbalist and say, oh, I can build websites and I can do this bots and I can do all this stuff, which I can, but it kind of like, you know, does it make you feel less than, you know, what your expertise is in? And so it's about, I also haven't done a lot of the of building my own downline now because of that. So it's, for me, it's about taking action and doing those one step at a time to say, I can do this. And how do you maybe get into a different area that you're not really talking to those same people that you've been working on, because my people aren't really business people, but yet they need websites and they need all this stuff. And I'm trying to figure out a way to get in there and do that. And it's also, it's that same thing, just do one thing at a time. And, you know, this is more of a pep talk for me than it is for everybody else.
No, that's awesome, guys. And go ahead, Mike.
I wanted to step in real quick because I have been away from the group for a little bit, but I need to tell you something real quick. I just drove 4,742 miles with a Christian youth group on a tour this summer. And I followed the group. Basically, there's 2 coaches with 80 kids, and I had this little panel truck that I drove all their equipment in, and I was in between the 2 coaches. So I went where they went. All right, that's an analogy here. I went where they went, but one day I took a wrong turn. And I ended up driving an extra 2 hours around the mountain that these kids didn't get to see. The point is, when you get that turn, it may be the wrong turn, but it ends up being the right turn. So you just got to move and you got to take it as it comes. My life's been full of all sorts of stuff the last 6 months, and this group has helped me through it just as much as any other group. So community is important, Michael. You're right.
I'm aware what you've been through, Mike, and I'm, you know, good for you. You're a strong man, and you know, your partner will be looking down on you with great pride. Trust me.
Let me and I'll just say this to kind of end our 30-minute weekly call that I hope the people that are watching us will be forgiving. So anyways, what I wanted to say is this. I met with a client a few months ago, and she's pretty wealthy, and she's got a very thriving business, and big one too. And she spends tons of money and stuff like that. But one thing she said that stuck out to me that's very unique, okay? She said, I choose to do business not with people that know everything, that are experts in their field. She's like, I don't choose to do business with people that are experts in their field. I choose to do business with people that are committed, hardworking, and loyal. Committed, hardworking, and loyal. That stuck out to me. Why? Because you have an expert, and I have from experience in the agency side, worked with people that are experts. And they are like on a pedestal, and they have their own agenda, and they do what they have to do and just forget the rest, right? And you're kind of in their hands. And they're not committed to it. But then you have people that are super committed, hardworking, and they want to grow, and they want to get someplace in life, and they're loyal, right? These people will make mistakes. These people are not going to be like your expert that, you know, can solve everything. But you know what? They have the difference is that they will figure it out. They will be there. They will work 24 hours if they have to. They will be there if the phone needs to be picked up when you ring it like at 2 a.m. on a weekend or something like that. These are loyal, committed people. So what I'm saying is this, that a lot of people follow a trend, or they may follow, this is what everybody's talking about, but it's the propaganda, right? But understanding the spirit behind of a project, who is behind this project, who is actually pushing it, who is, hearing and listening and feeling the heart of the person behind the project is where it's at. Know that, either scenario, the expert's going to have issues, and the person that's not an expert yet and has, is committed and loyal is going to have issues. But that the person that's committed, hardworking, and loyal, they will stick out and will figure it out no matter what, and you can count on them. So that's when, it's basically summarizing what everybody says in terms of the community, making wrong turns, this and that and the other. I think when we choose to do business, because today, after Google was invented, all the experts kind of died off, or actually all the experts just came to surface because everybody's an expert now because of Google. So anyways, I just wanted to say those things. Guys, thank you so much for the leaders that have been with us. Great feedback, great insights. I love when you guys give tips and are able to contribute to these calls. Those of you who are catching the live recording or even live are watching us, thank you so much for participating. We're going to do this on a weekly basis every Monday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I plan to do them all, be here with you guys. If I'm not here, then I know there's very, very well capable of people that can actually lead the call. But understand this is going to be a meeting that we talk about business, right? How to promote Builderall the right way and have success to be able to build a sustainable business that you can, retire someday and still collect the checks. Okay, so thank you so much again, guys, for your participation. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I'll catch you all next week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.